So my firm visited my college via an articleship roadshow, wherein the HR personnel along with the senior articles of the firm, which also were the alumni of the college, shared their set of services which they provide and acknowledged us. After that, I got to know about this firm and I applied in there. So there were 5 rounds of assessments, beginning with the written test. Post that there was an HR round which covered more or less the non-technical aspect of the work. Post that there was a technical round taken by the manager, which covered the core aspects of the field I was applying for. And finally there was a partner round, which more or less covered the practical scenarios and the case studies which actually they faced. So after you give your IPCC attempt, and there are not many things about, and that's when the point of selection comes, which profile to choose. You might not be aware of the high profile options which are available to you. You go by the conventional tax and audit profile which you have to choose, and that selection also is based on the theoretical knowledge which you have gathered during your IPCC study time. That's what happened with me as well. I selected the tax profile merely based on what I had studied in IPCC and the mere fact that I liked tax over audit. But the pure reason being there is lack of mentorship at that time. You need someone who can guide you through the processes, to the services which are available, and different avenues which are open. In the firm is not that much, so you get to work with the partner directly, you get to attend meetings with them, you get to know the client directly, you understand how the partners are reacting to the problems which the client is throwing in the meeting. You're always on your toes. Also there's sometimes you get an opportunity to work on an assignment all on your own, dealing with the client directly. You get the sense of responsibility. You would like to take onus of the work you are doing it. This has also helped me in the venture which I'm doing it. Because you have to deal with clients on an individual level directly. So what the venture which I am into is more linked towards capital markets, and capital markets is more like swimming. If you want to learn swimming, you need to enter the water, drown yourself, and flapper some wings, and then you get out. So that's how it started. I had my accumulated savings, the money which I was getting from Articleship, and all of that combined, I invested into markets, and I developed strategies, and I played in my own money first, for the period of 12 months, and then the contacts which I got from my Articleship, from the regular college which I was attending, and that's how I got into working with the portfolios of my friends and close relatives. After that a point came where I thought that the strategies are working well for me, and this is the niche market where retail investors are not allowed to, when it comes to options. So that's when I developed my strategy, and I pitched to clients, and that's when my venture kicked in through. I always had in mind that I don't have some degree behind me, so I won't be able to pitch HNIs. So I never had my target of pitching 2 clients of 20 lakh. Instead I had plans of pitching 20 clients of 2 lakh rupees portfolio, which is easy to get, and that's how my funding, that's how my venture got started and got funded. I always had this inclination towards finance, and wanted to learn about capital markets, derivatives, and other things. But you don't get enough time on weekdays because of the articleship work which you are doing. So you have to sacrifice some of the parties on the weekends, and you need to learn, you need to read more, and that's what I did. I got to reading, I got to learn about capital markets and other things. So it was difficult to manage CA final, the CFA studies, as well as the startup, plus the articleship work which I was doing. But it's the hunger, and the hunger for doing something different. You try it, you might fail, but if you don't try it, you regret it for the rest of your life. So it's better to just give it a shot, and do it. This I ensured that my articleship work is not affected by the venture or by any other work I'm doing.